The upcoming episodes of ABC's General Hospital are set to deliver some of the most intense and emotional storylines yet, focusing on the shifting relationships between TJ, Willow, and Molly. As personal grief, betrayal, and unexpected pregnancies come into play, these characters will have to face a range of complex emotional challenges. The situation will grow even more complicated as TJ and Willow form an unexpected bond, leading to significant changes in their lives and the relationships they hold dear. Following Michael's departure, Willow finds herself in a deep emotional crisis. The void left by the loss of her husband is overwhelming, and the loneliness that follows is palpable. Willow, who has spent so much of her life with Michael, now has to cope with not only his absence, but also the sense of being emotionally adrift. This profound sense of loss pushes Willow to seek a new connection, someone who can offer stability, comfort, and companionship during this difficult period. Willow's yearning for emotional fulfillment and support during this time leads her to consider a new romantic connection. She wants someone to share the burden of her grief, and her heart longs for the security of a stable relationship, one that could offer her both comfort and hope for the future. TJ, too, is grappling with his own loneliness. Although he has always cared for Willow deeply, their differing views on life and their future together have created a rift between them. This rift leaves TJ questioning his own desires and the type of relationship he truly wants. While Willow's emotional needs are drawing her toward him, TJ is beginning to look outside his existing relationships for someone who can fulfill his deep-seated desire to have a family and children. Both TJ and Willow are struggling with loss and isolation, which opens the door for a new romantic connection to blossom. As they both navigate their respective emotional wounds, they begin to find comfort in each other's presence. The bond between them grows stronger as they begin to heal from their individual losses, but this new connection may also lead them down a path neither expected. As TJ and Willow's emotional bond deepens, they find themselves turning to one another for solace. In a moment of emotional weakness and pain, the two come together, and a one-night encounter results in unexpected consequences. To their shock, Willow discovers she is pregnant. However, the child she is carrying is not Michael's but TJ's, completely changing the dynamics of their relationship. This revelation introduces a new layer of complexity to the already strained situation. Willow now faces the chaos of her emotions, as her perception of her life and future is turned upside down. TJ, too, is faced with the reality of becoming a father, and he too must grapple with the uncertainty of this unplanned pregnancy. Both will need to confront difficult questions about responsibility, love, and the future as they try to navigate this new chapter in their lives. The upcoming General Hospital episodes promise to bring even more drama as TJ, Willow, and Molly are forced to navigate the complex terrain of love, family, and betrayal. The romantic triangle between them, coupled with the unexpected pregnancies and emotional upheaval, will create a storyline full of tension and emotional depth. As they all come to terms with their changing lives, they will have to make life-altering decisions that could determine their futures forever. What lies ahead for these characters is full of uncertainty, but one thing is clear: nothing will be the same after the emotional roller coaster they are about to experience. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers hint that there is a lot more to Giovanni Gio Palmieri's storyline than meets the eye. When he first entered storylines in May, it looked like he was brought in as a romantic interest for Trina Robinson. However, the two lacked sparks, so it seems like the soap could be going in a different direction. The show has been hyping up the fact that Lois can't keep a secret, but it seems as if she's been keeping something under wraps for years now. There's a mystery behind Gio and his parental lineage, and Lois has a very vested interest in the young man that spans far beyond the need to help a fellow Bensonhurst neighbor. Then there's the issue of Brooklyn Quartermain and Harrison Chase trying to grow their family. GH viewers sense that if Brooklyn gets pregnant, this wouldn't be her first time at a rodeo of this nature, especially when it comes to her facial expression when Chase mentions all the baby firsts they are about to embark on. Dante Falconeri exploded on Carly Spencer a while back for pretending to care about Lulu Spencer. The scene reminded fans of the history between Lulu, Brooklyn, and Dante. There was a ton of tension between the three, as Carly hired Brooklyn to break Dante and Lulu up back in the day, and she attempted to do so by drugging the cop to seduce him. Of course, at that time, Brooklyn swore up and down that nothing happened. The ongoing theory for some GH viewers is that Brooklyn ended up doing the deed with Dante and having a baby that she gave up for adoption off canvas. Plus, the GH team has been known to rewrite history before, so this would be par for the course. Lois would have likely supported her daughter during the entire ordeal and helped with the adoption. She may also have taken over the part where the baby was given to its new parents, as it would have been too hard for Brooklyn to do. Many have speculated that Gio is the unknown offspring of Dante and Brooklyn. However, clearly Brooklyn does not realize that he is her long-lost son. Lois would clearly be in the know, and as Sonny Corinthos has funded a lot of Gio's violent activities, plus schooling, he may be aware of it all too, but this is still hard to say. Still, as Lois has kept this a secret for so long, it doesn't look like she'd easily spill the beans over nothing. As this storyline continues to build up, what would blow the secret out of the water? There's nothing like a medical emergency to bring something of this nature to the surface. What if Gio required a transplant or bone marrow donation of some sort? Perhaps the only person that could save him is a family member. As the story goes, both of Gio's parents have long passed, and he was an only child. So if a health condition popped up and doctors were running out of time, everyone would feel as if there was no hope in saving the young talented violinist. Still, if he is Dante and Brooklyn's long-lost illegitimate son, then he has two healthy parents, plus a plethora of relatives in Port Charles that would donate anything to keep him alive and well. A lead actor is out, while a veteran isn't returning to General Hospital. What are the latest casting moves at General Hospital? Find out if any newcomers or popular stars from yesteryear are joining the show this week or soon in contract, recurring, or day player roles, and if any of your favorite actors or actresses are leaving the ABC soap. The week of December 2, 2024. In a move viewers likely didn't see coming, Chad Duell has announced that he's leaving the pivotal role of Michael Corinthos, Sonny and Carly's son. Duell has played Michael since 2010. He replaced Drew Garrett, who replaced child actor Dylan Cash. There's no word about how Michael will be written off the canvas. Meanwhile, the show has no plans to recast the character at this time. Ken Schreiner, who last aired as Scott Baldwin back in August, took to Twitter to respond to questions about the status of his attorney alter ego. When he was asked if he was coming back to the soap, Schreiner responded, "No plans." Finn Kerr is back as Rocco Falconeri on Monday, December 2. Look for the teenager to share touching scenes with his long-missing mother, Lulu. Asher Antonisen airs as Danny Morgan on Tuesday, December 3. The character interacts with his TV dad, Steve Burton's Jason, and Laura Wright's Carly. Eileen Fogarty plays Judge Chan, the legal official who has been presiding over Ava. Meanwhile, on the Turning Woods front, William Dixon has been playing Ferner, the administrator at the medical facility. Also, Samantha Cuterin has been airing as Gail, a nurse at the care center. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, December 3, reveal that Molly Lansing Davis will open her door to Rick Lansing and warn him that she can't do this tonight. Despite Molly's best efforts to turn Rick away, he'll insist on staying and talking things out. Rick may get updates on Molly's tough conversation with TJ Ashford and how he left after they realized they're not on the same page about having kids anymore. Molly may fear this is truly the end of the road for their relationship. Of course, there'll also be some talk about the trial, so Rick will defend how he played things since he had to get Molly to see that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was an accident. Molly does see that now, but she still won't be happy with how Rick treated Christina in court. Over with Maxie Jones, she'll speak to someone over the phone and ask if they know that Lulu Spencer is awake. It may be Dante Falconeri since he'll end up visiting Maxie and confiding in her later. Of course, Lulu was about to ask Dante to do something for her when Monday's GH episode wrapped up. Tuesday's show will reveal Lulu's request, so perhaps she'll finally ask to see Charlotte Cassadine. Unfortunately, Charlotte is on the run with Valentin Cassadine, so will Dante share that news or delay the revelation since Lulu is already feeling overwhelmed? Either way, more shockers are coming up for Lulu, who'll reunite with Lucky Spencer and find herself in disbelief over what he admits. Lulu will get emotional and push Lucky to stop saying that, so maybe he'll confess Luke Spencer's grim fate. As for Laura Collins, she'll confront Cyrus Renault over Lulu's escape and vow that she'll hold him responsible if anything happens to her. Laura will eventually open up to Anna Devane as well, so Lulu's coma awakening will add to Anna's guilt over missing Charlotte and make her even more determined to track Valentin down. Next, Carly Spencer will continue working to keep the peace between Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermaine, since Danny Morgan and Scout Quartermaine shouldn't have to pick their fathers over each other. At some point, it looks like Carly may once again ask Jason why he attacked Drew, but Jason will refuse to come clean about the drama in Michael Corinthos' marriage. Meanwhile, Danny will deal with some complicated feelings now that he knows Lulu is awake. Part of Danny will want to be happy for Rocco Falconeri, but another part of him may feel resentful since he's struggling with his own loss of Sam McCall. After Danny confesses to Jason and Carly, Jason will get an SOS. Anna may get in touch and pressure Jason to help ramp up the search for Valentin now that Lulu's regained consciousness. Both Jason and Carly will get tangled up in Anna's mission to pry information out of Jack Brennan, so stay tuned for more action later this week. Other General Hospital spoilers say Sonny Corinthos will thank Natalia Ramirez for lying about causing the car accident and protecting Christina on the stand. Natalia will argue that it was the least she owes Christina and express regret over how she treated her in the past. Our predictions hint that Natalia and Sonny could hit the sheet soon, so don't miss how things heat up. On the next GH, Rick, attorney at law, is required to defend his actions. Meanwhile, Jason receives an urgent request, and Laura confides in Anna. In addition to Rick defending his actions, General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, December 3, focus on Dante, who visits Maxie. In other news, Jason receives an urgent request. Defending his defense. Rick must win Ava's case if he has to defend his actions. After all, he gave Christina a tough time while she was on the stand, basically trying to get her to see that this tragedy wasn't all Ava's fault. The circumstances wouldn't have even happened if the 8-month pregnant Christina hadn't gone over there itching for a fight. So what will Rick have to say for himself? Will he give everybody the explanation that he's been giving his daughter for why he took the case in the first place? Or will everybody continue to lay all the blame for the baby's death and Christina's fall on Ava? Sam's death has been hard on everyone, but no harder than on her kids, Danny and Scout. That's why it's encouraging to know that Danny opens up to Jason and Carly. He is not just dealing with the loss of his mom, but he also feels the responsibility of having to step up for his sister. Hopefully, Jason and Carly can alleviate some of his burdens and give him enough comfort to help ease his pain. Meanwhile, Jason gets another appearance in the teasers when he receives an urgent request. Who's the source of this emergency ask? Does Anna or Brennan have anything to do with it? Because those two don't seem to want to leave him alone these days. Will Jason be able to execute this urgent request, or does he decide to prioritize his life and take care of his son? When Laura confides in Anna, what do the two talk about? Does Laura open up about her brother Cyrus Renault? After all, the guy is acting shadier than he has been in a while. He hovered over a comatose Lulu, as if he had something to lose by her waking up. Sure, he had his Bible with him and his words of prayer. However, the fact that he attempted to engineer a transfer to an out-of-state facility for Lulu is super suspicious. Does Laura ultimately ask Anna for help with her Cyrus problem? Finally, Dante visits Maxie. He must tell her about Lulu. Plus, she's someone he can talk to who knew him and Lulu and him and Sam. Does Maxie end up telling him about what Lulu said before she slipped into the coma? Back then, Lulu said she was still in love with Dante. Maxie might not want to go there right now, considering Sam just died. These familiar faces haven't been seen in Port Charles in decades. In a year of shocking goodbyes and exciting returns, it may be the perfect time for General Hospital to bring back two long-lost characters. Port Charles recently said a heartbreaking goodbye to Sam after she died from a heart attack post-surgery. Before that, Finn said farewell when he entered rehab after falling off the wagon. Between the two of them, Monaco and Easton have over 3 decades of history in Port Charles, but that didn't start on GH. Before Easton arrived in Port Charles as McBain, Silas, and Finn, respectively, the actor first entered the world of GH as Caleb on the spin-off Port Charles. The show ran for 6 seasons on ABC, 2 of which starred Easton as the unforgettable vampire. Caleb was in love with a woman named Olivia, who Kelly Monaco's Livy strongly resembled. The two entered into a bloodthirsty romance when Caleb put Livy under his spell and convinced her to marry him. Things hit pause for the couple when Livy stabbed a stake into his chest, revealing she was secretly working with Lucy to kill the vampire. But once Caleb's spirit began contacting Livy through her dreams, she brought him back to life and he turned her into a vampiress. After PC got cancelled in 2002, Monaco almost immediately joined GH as Sam, while Easton headed to Landview as McBain on One Life to Live, before bringing the character to GH in 2013. But first, Easton made his GH debut when he reprised his role as Caleb. The vampire was back in Port Charles and revealed that Livy had died before wreaking havoc on the town once more. With Sam and Finn both notably gone from Port Charles, now may be the perfect time to bring these two back. Livy's supposed death could easily be changed and reunite Kevin with the daughter he was brainwashed into forgetting he had. And there's no Livy without Caleb, so bringing Easton back as his original GH character would be an unexpected way to get the fan favorite back on our screens. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.